work from home when they can, and to have people avoid gatherings of all kind for the coming week. Live in Frankfort, Catherine Collins, LEX 18 News.
Thank you, Catherine. Well, during the pandemic, we have seen high school sports struggle to compete due to players or coaches contracting COVID-19 or being exposed to the illness. This weekend, the state cross-country meet is set to go on with about 1,800 runners, and they can each have 4 spectators. LEX 18's Claire Kopsky shows us how a new property in Bourbon County is offering a specially designed course to keep runners safe, even though it is still being developed.
Everyone runs a 5K, 3.1 miles.
The distance is still the same, but for the first time ever, the Kentucky State Cross Country Meet is moving to Bourbon County after being at the Kentucky Horse Park for decades.
COVID happened and we designed a cross country course that was one loop. And most of the time people they will run the same loop twice, and this time it's one loop, and it just made it safer because they wouldn't cross each other.
The runners will have staggered start times to also help with limiting contact. Other precautions they're taking include required masks for runners during warm-ups at any time that they are not running their race. Limited spectators also have to wear masks. Temperature checks and contact tracing information will also be required. And instead of waiting for the winner, teams will leave as soon as they finish their race.
There's been a lot of talk about how do we get all the fastest kids in the same heat, and we understand it, but I would still rather let these kids show what they can do one way or the other.
Show what they can do on a 330-acre property off Millersburg Road in Paris that Bourbon County is just beginning to develop.
We've got some pretty aggressive and goal-oriented plans over the coming years. We want it to be a location for competitive school sports.
But for this weekend, it's a place for runners across the state to spread out and run.
So we're very proud that they've chosen this location, and obviously we take a lot of responsibility, or we take the responsibility to make sure it will be safe.
In Bourbon County, Claire Kopsky, LEX 18 News.